And good evening, everybody. Welcome to After the Game on this Monday night. I am King of the North. I have a special guest next to me who will remain nameless, the masked man. And we also have the Prince of Carlton, who is going to have a few words to say tonight, I think. So he was pretty gutted on the weekend. Johnny Carlton, welcome to the show.
Thanks, mate. If there's a prince, there must be a king. So, King of the North, how are you, my friend?
I'm good too. Yeah, going well, thanks.
What?
Another,
Your team is doing better than me and that masked man's team. So,
that's it.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, we went to the game yesterday. Level 4 is awesome. I tell you what, when you said go to level 4, we got good seats in Q1, and yeah, great seat. Just like slightly to the right of the goalpost, but you could see everything on level 4. It was fantastic. So
I love level 4.
yeah, no, it's awesome
So,
up there. So there we go. In the chat, g'day everybody in the chat. Jamar Ree is in there. Toby, Samantha, how we doing, guys? Good to see ya. Johnsy, I want answers, not excuses. There we go. Johnsy's thrown the gauntlet down to Chris C as well. And King of the North is in there. And yeah, there we go. So who else have we got? That's it, yep. So yeah, welcome in. Welcome to everybody who is just watching along. Come into the chat and say g'day as well. We'll take questions during the show as well. What we do is a roundup of the weekend's footy, and yeah, we have a bit of a look at that, and then we give you your tips for next round as well. So we've got a big round as well. Jason, g'day. Go the mighty Adelaide Crows. Bad luck, Johnny, again. So there we go. Yesterday, Ajax Football Club lost to Cheltenham by 71 points. There we go. And Brisbane won. Yes, Jamar, Brisbane did win. They had a really good win. I was quite surprised that they won so easy, to be honest. So there we go. But let's have a quick look at the first game of the round. And we'll just pop over here. It was Essendon versus North Melbourne on Thursday night, 65-62. Geez, the Bombers really just got away with it, Johnny Carlton, didn't they?
Look, it was a close one. There was obviously a lot of pre entertainment before the game with little Chad. No, Kane. With little Kane running around and saying North Melbourne are nowhere to be good, and he's in the pre-winning room already, and it was in the Essendon rooms before the game started, and he was saying, I'm in the winning rooms. Yeah, he gave it to him. So, yeah, there was a lot of heat, a lot of tension before the game, but, yeah, no, look, it was I don't think this was supposed to be a Thursday night game, but it was pretty terrible, to be honest, besides that. But, Hey, look, North Melbourne fought back. I love how the captain of North Melbourne gave a shush to the box where he was, so that was good to see, and good reply from North Melbourne. But, yeah, as I said, look, the Bombers, they should have won by more, but if they're gonna be a real threat this year, they can't be beating North Melbourne by just under a kick. But all credit to North Melbourne, they bounced back after a loss against Port Adelaide as well. But they just can't finish off properly. It's just and Paul Curtis was a huge miss in that game. I reckon if Paul Curtis played that game, they would have won. I reckon 100%. He was a huge. So.
Chris C, what do you make of North and Essendon? They should have done a bit better, I would have thought.
Well, after I got my heart ripped out on Saturday, it's hard for me to talk about football, but
it is.
The Bombers, got lucky. There was a guy that broke. Who's that guy that broke his ankle? That was gnarly, man.
That was Essendon player.
Oh, that was disgusting. But close game. Hey,
Harry Jones.
Harry Jones. There you go, Harry Jones. Yeah, I saw it on the slow mo. That was
speedy recovery to Harry Jones for sure.
Yeah, and no, look, The Bombers did what they had to do, but North were coming. A few shady calls. As Johnny Carlton said, if Curtis was playing, they probably would have won that. But what happened in that play where the umpire, first time I've ever seen an umpire change his mind in a decision.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Have you seen that before? Never seen that.
No.
So I don't know what the heck that was, but it's just confusing. The umpiring just gets worse and worse.
It does.
But anyway. And the whole shushing the crowd, bloody what's his name? Simpkin did it to Cornsey, and do you think Cornsey doesn't give a shit, man?
He doesn't care.
Like, he does not care. He's just laughing at you. So but hey, good on Essendon and North Melbourne. Still losers.
That's right, exactly. Before we go to the next game, I just want to say a big congratulations to one of our regular and long-time supporters, Toby. He played footy on the weekend and his team won by 46 points. So good on you, Toby. And congratulations on that win.
Toby Crook?
Yeah.
T Crook?
Yeah, Toby won.
Oh, all right. Good on him.
On the weekend. So
at least someone won.
Someone won, exactly. All right, let's have a look at game number 2. It was St Kilda versus Fremantle. And, geez, St Kilda bloody... they played really well. It was 94-33. Fremantle, Chris's favourite premiership team, fell over again. And it wasn't a great game, to be honest. But pressure and work from St Kilda, really from the word go all the way through the game. Ross Lyon had Fremantle sorted out, and it was a very good win to the Saints. What do you reckon, Chris C? Your Fremantle, they're going to be Premier's team. How are they travelling?
I haven't got any comments on this game because I was at a 21st, so I didn't really watch it. But Fremantle, what are you doing, man? You're making me look like an idiot.
Me?
Making me look like an idiot, Fremantle.
Oh, Fremantle, not me.
No, Fremantle.
No, Fremantle are.
I
Yeah,
didn't
they
say,
are.
I didn't say King, did I?
No.
No.
But you're sitting next to me, so, I got a bit paranoid.
No. Fremantle, making me look like an idiot. There's no way they're winning a flag. There's no way. I cannot see it happening after, dismal performance. So, don't know. I can't comment any further on this game, but Congratulations, St Kilda.
Johnny Carlton, what are you making of this Fremantle team, and is this just a one-off for the Saints? You're on mute.
We can't hear him.
No.
You cannot hear me.
Now we can.
Now we can. Yeah.
Now we can. Sorry, technical difficulties.
There we go.
Yeah, look. After watching St Kilda on Friday night, I was not worried. Obviously, because Carlton played them this week, but obviously seeing Carlton now, I'm a bit worried. But anyways, besides the point. Yeah, man, this was a shit game, man. This was an absolute terrible game to watch. Like, if you were an outsider spectator watching this, if you lasted the whole game, I'm so proud of you because I could not. That was terrible to watch. Like, Freo is supposed to be this like shocking top 4 contender team, and they come out, they lose to Melbourne and St Kilda in the last month. Their games are not that you're not losing to, but then you go over back to Perth and you beat Adelaide. Like, they're so inconsistent.
Yeah.
They're as the meme said, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's like I heard one of them. Is Freo the new Gold Coast Suns this year? Can they only play good at home and not away?
Yeah.
That's a question.
Maybe. Yep.
Maybe, but as I said, they have the talent, Freo. They have the Sarong, the Brayshaw, the Bolton, the Tracy. They have the talent. And St Kilda have brought freaking nobody.
Yeah.
And St Kilda dominated them. It wasn't even that close. Freo got kept to seven points by half time. That's embarrassing.
Exactly. Yep.
That is embarrassing. But as I said, apart from that, I tried to turn it off as quickly as I can because it was a shocking game to watch.
Yep.
And yeah. I don't know. The AFL stuffed it up there. Thursday night was a terrible game, and Friday night it was even worse.
It was.
Should have put Collingwood Geelong Friday night. Do you know how good that game was?
It was a ripper. Yeah, we'll get to that one. Jason said this is the most boring game to watch this year. I don't know whether this year. I've seen a few boring games. But, I sat through it, Johnny Carlton, doing a watch-along. So, I watched from start to finish. But I got no idea. Like, I watched Fremantle last week, and their pressure was unbelievable. And this week, I don't know whether it's the travel, I don't know whether it's the ground. I've got no answers for Fremantle, really. So, nobody else has either. So, anyway, we'll move on to the next game. And this was, look, the big man isn't going to have much to say about this one, but it was the Bulldogs up at Mars Stadium, 131-41, and a 90-point win to the Bulldogs on the construction site up there at Ballarat. I don't think we'll even bother asking Chris C because he's very upset about it.
No, you can ask me.
I can ask you?
Yeah, you can ask me.
All right. Give us your analysis.
Well, I'm sitting in the King's Chambers.
Before you start, it's my fault, yeah, because I left, yeah?
Yeah, it was. Can't handle the truth. What are you talking about? What are we in a Jerry Maguire movie?
Johnsy, you're waiting for this response, aren't you? So
what response? There's no response, man. Like it's not like I'm out there kicking the ball.
I know.
Look, we started off like I was sitting there with Johnny Carlton and in the King's Chambers, and it looked all right. Like kicked the first few goals, and we're going with the breeze. I'm like, oh, here we go. Might make a game of this, and then it all went downhill very quickly. As soon as Johnny Carlton left, that was it, mate. It just all spiraled out of control, and it was probably one of the worst performances. It's probably up. I don't know if it's up there with the Essendon game because the Essendon game was really bad, but at least we were in it. This game we weren't even in it, man. Like we were just outplayed in every facet of the game, and it just pisses me off because they do it every year. They give you a bit of hope, and then they just crush you. You know what I mean? And next week they probably they'll probably win or something. You know what I mean? Like it's like how can you go from beating Hawthorn right a few weeks ago like a top team, and then to get done by 90 points? Now, I know it's in Ballarat, man. I know it was shit weather, but the 90 points. Like I didn't care about loot. Like I want to win, but 90 points.
That's a lot.
Like it's a lot, man. It's just that's giving up. That's what that is. That's giving up, and it's not good enough. Like, there's no way that this team is. They might fall into finals, but I doubt it. There's no way they're winning a flag. No way. Not with this team. It's abysmal. And if we're not switched on this week against the Crows, it's going to be another 100-point loss. It's going to be embarrassing. And I just think Ken Hinkley, like, there's 2 times now this year that he's record-breaking losses. It's time to go, man. Just go. And you know what? If whoever doesn't want to be at that club, get out. We don't want you there because I'd rather guys play for the jumper. No one plays for the jumper anymore. I've said it before. If you don't want to be there, see you later. All right? And then it just pisses me off. Like, the efforts from our defensive side, the defense was shocking. Our midfield was nowhere. I think Butters was the only one that tried a little bit. But other than that, it's just deplorable. And all credit to Bulldogs. They were amazing. Bontempelli, how good does he make that team look?
Yeah. And even Treloar. Treloar comes back this week.
Yeah, they're a good. I mean, they're a top 4. I reckon they're a top 4. They're a chance to win it. Bulldogs.
100%.
Doesn't excuse though that you can't blame that though on a 90-point thrashing. No,
you can't. No.
If we had lost by like 5 goals, I would have copped that. But fuck, 90 points.
Yep.
Like 90 points.
I know.
Like, are we 90 points that bad against them? Like, and then we go beat Hawthorn. Do you know what I mean? Like, just don't get we beat Sydney, and Sydney just beat GWS, by the way. Do you know what I mean? I just don't get like this season is so unpredictable. But 90 points. It's disgusting, and it's unforgivable, that shit.
Yep.
You know, for your fans that bloody went to Ballarat, you know how hard it was to get a ticket for the fans that got in there? Like, and to sit there and watch that, how are you bloody walking out of the Ballarat? Like, imagine being a Port supporter walking out of that place. It's embarrassing, man. Like, 90 points is embarrassing. And every player in that team should really hang their head in shame. And also the coaches, especially Hinkley. Mate, there's a lot of rot in this club at the moment. And, yeah, it's going to be... until, I don't know, they're gonna change a lot. I'm not happy. Not a happy supporter, man.
Not happy, Jan.
I'm pissed off.
Before I go to you, Johnny Carlton, Avery has come into the chat. We haven't seen Avery for a long time from over on HFD Media. Welcome in to you. Dan, welcome into the chat. Good to see you. And also Justice Sanger, welcome to the chat. And also congratulations on the Saints win. Everybody said it was boring, but you would have loved it. So there we go. Chris, the Crows can be inconsistent too. So it makes for a good showdown.
Yeah, but 90 points inconsistent? And what do you mean, like, you'd win the showdown? What? So we're just getting up for, like, games that are, like, just for those games?
100% you'll get up for this game.
Yeah, but, like, I want to be consistent all year round. I don't want to just be that. Like, far out. It's ridiculous.
What if you beat the Crows
I just don't think, like...
You won't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. Like, I'll be, like, confused. Like, our midfield is not bad. Like, we've got a good midfield, but it falls away deep a lot after that. I'm sorry, it does.
Exactly.
Our defense, shambles. Forward line, still trying to figure out our forward line, but it was shambles on the weekend.
The wind and the construction side played a part as well, getting the ball back from the construction workers as well. So there we go.
Nah, man.
No?
I don't think Port by 60, man.
Port by 60?
No, this guy doesn't know what he's on about. He said Carlton was going to win by 500-600 points. This bloke just he has so much hate against his team.
Who?
He thinks that they're going to lose every single week. Like, have faith, man. Like, seriously.
Who, me?
No. Dam's off his own team. I know. I keep saying Dam.
So
no. He's doing that. So reverse psychology. He did it last week, and now he's going to win.
Exactly, Johnny Carlton. What did you make of the Port performance, and what did you think of the Bulldogs just continuing their very impressive winning way?
Well, we watched the first half together, didn't we? And it was actually not bad first half. Port were up and about in the first quarter. Me and Chris C were watching it together. You were away. You were doing some things, but me and Chris looked at each other and were like, "Oh, very good quarter." Like it was decent. Port Adelaide started off well. They were on fire. Bulldogs couldn't get into their 50. And then I think at half time the Port Adelaide supporters swapped shirts with their construction workers, and it just looked like a completely different team.
It did.
And I think, you know, when you look at the ground, there was like an Al Jannah, you could say, because I think Port Adelaide went down half time and then come back. I thought they were just too hungry.
Yeah.
But look, as I said, it was terrible to watch. I didn't watch the second half because I had to get home, I had to get ready for the Adelaide Carlton game, so I didn't watch the second half, but I was keeping up with the scores. But Bulldogs were just too phenomenal, too good in Ballarat, and they love to play there, and that's why they're good up there. And I wouldn't blame them. If you're good up there, why didn't you play there even more? Like it's nearly like their second home to them. But as I said, like I didn't think Port Adelaide could be that bad. And a 90-point loss, that is terrible. Like as I said, what Chris C said, you beat some good teams. Right, and then you come up to like Bulldogs are not that good. I don't think they're top 4 contenders. They could be, but at the moment I don't think they are. But to lose by 90 points, that's embarrassing. Yeah, maybe lose by like 2-3 goals, making it a fair, interesting contest. But it was all over by like 5 minutes into the third quarter.
Yeah,
Bulldogs just ran away with it, and then Port Adelaide had no answers.
Yeah, that's true.
What does it say to the supporters, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're a supporter. And, you know, you've been waiting for, like, you know, just to have a bit of fight. There's no fight, man. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like nothing there. Nothing.
Mate, I tell you, this season's whack. I tell you, this season's, you can't Man, this could. I study footy every single year, and I do this, and this is my worst tipping year I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Like, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. Like,
But anyway, look,
But,
I will say this though: it was good to hang out with you, man, on the weekend. It was good to hang out.
It was.
Yeah, very good to see you, boys. Side fact, we'll not talk about the game, but it was very good to see the boys on the weekend. Unfortunately, if Adelaide Carlton was not playing, we could have spent the whole day together. But fortunately, it is what it is. But yeah, no, I think. I don't even think King waiting in line for 2 hours is worse. I think Port Adelaide losing by 90 points is way worse than that.
100% it is. Yeah, I know.
It was bad, man.
2 hours was bad, though. Thanks for the likes, guys. We got 9 likes and we got 13 people watching. So yeah, get us up to 13 likes would be fantastic. Thank you to everybody who is watching along. That's watching along for the first time. And Johnny Carlton GTSY again. There we go.
Rock my
That's Stay Hunky from HFD Media. He used to be Stay Hunky.
Was he?
Anyway, let's head over to the next game.
Wait.
Let's see what we'll start with Johnny Carlton on this one. It was the Crows 110 to Carlton 50. So it was a 60-point win to the Crows at home. And do you want to
before you start with me, I've got another question about the Port Adelaide game.
Yep.
What was worse, Chris C? Sleeping on an inflatable bed or watching Port Adelaide lose by 90 points? Because your back must be hurting.
I think it was the 90 points thrashing was worse. I would sleep on it. I'd sleep on that again. If someone told me you would win, if we could go back and you would win by 1 point, I would sleep on it again like that.
What a man. Okay, so yes, King, you can move on.
I love my team. I love my club. What can I say?
Are we talking about the Adelaide Carlton game? Are we?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
let's go.
Look, I know I just said it. I hanged out with these two legends in the morning. It was a good day. We had a coffee. We talked some absolute bullshit, but at the end of the day, it is what it was. Look, went home, had the family come over. It was good. Yeah, it was my first ever watch along for the HFD Footy for 2025. But to be honest, I don't think I'm ever coming on the HFD Footy watch along over again.
It was a Carlton game as well. That was the crazy thing.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I think it's I think the Carlton away games now need to be by myself because I could not. That was I was getting angry at little
kids. I was struggling at the end. So yeah.
Yeah, I was getting frustrated at 10-year-old kids who go for West Coast, and it was not working well.
No, it wasn't.
And no. But talking about the game, like, look, I loved what Chris C said, like, and this is the same about Carlton. So Carlton can come out and beat Geelong, who just beat Collingwood, by the way, but then come to Adelaide and don't even show up in the second half. Like, it was Adelaide just ran all over us in the second half. They were faster. Their ball movement was way cleaner. They were first to the ball. Their pressure was elite. Their half backs were standing tall. Like, I didn't even realise half the players. Like, Charlie Kerner went missing. Harry Mackay didn't do freaking jack shit. But it's really annoying how Carlton can go out and beat Geelong, but then we go and lose to Adelaide by like 60 points. Like, it's just this season, I tell you, like. But hey, look, I'm going to be honest. No excuses. We were shit. That's brutally honest. I'm being honest right now. We were shit. I thought Cripper was the only one that did something, but apart from that, shit. Adelaide were just. That team looks like a grand final team. I'm sorry you guys don't want to hear it, but at home, I don't understand. Geelong beat Adelaide then 2-3 weeks ago, and when we beat Geelong, but then we can't even get close to Adelaide.
Bro, Freo beat Adelaide last week, and they couldn't even beat St Kilda.
It's crazy. It's actually crazy. But to Carlton, I've heard a lot of fans say this. Lucky lucky I had alcohol that night because I forgot about Carlton very quickly. So let's just.
How was the birthday?
Yeah, mate, it was grouse. I saw Geelong win in front of my other two cousins. So if you're listening and you're giving me shit, suffer up the Cats. And I'll talk to you guys about it in the Collingwood game next.
They gave it to you before the party as well. So there we go.
They gave it to me. I walked through the doors and they started full laughing. And they had pictures of crows and everything, mate. They were taking the piss. But anyways, I got my revenge. The alcohol kicked in. Forgot about Carlton for the rest of the night. Forgot about what happened on the weekend. I don't want to hear it again. We focused on St Kilda Friday night now. And if we rock up like that against St Kilda on Friday night, I do not want to speak to Sanger for at least a week and a half. So, Sanger, do not message me because I will not respond, and I'm telling you the honest truth.
Sanger, he's gonna love it.
He is gonna love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, probably our worst game of the year, to be honest, so far. So and we're going to be exactly like Port Adelaide. We could fit into the 8, but this team's not going to win a premiership. No chance.
We're like in the same boat, man. I reckon you've got more weapons than us, to tell you the truth, like in the forward line and that. Like I reckon you've got, Kerno and Harry. We haven't even got that. We've got nothing up forward. We've got nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what makes it worse, though. We've got 2 actual stars in the forward line. We've got Wiedering down back. We've got Walsh, Cripper,
We've got nothing,
in
man.
the midfield. Yeah, you guys got nothing. And it's just, we're exactly on the same wavelength as you. We're just exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Yeah.
On paper, exactly. Carlton's list
is better.
It's ridiculous. It is. 100%. 100%. I totally agree with that. But then when it comes to reality, it just does not happen. Like on paper, last week against Geelong, fantastic. This week, it went out the window. That's how it was. It was terrible, and just want to forget about it. I don't want to play Adelaide in Adelaide ever again. We haven't won there in 13 years. I do not want to go back there, man. Please.
Yeah, look, I'll give credit to Adelaide. They were good. Like they're good at home. They're very good at home.
They are.
So they're hard to beat there this year.
Yeah, so. And Jason agrees. The Crows get beaten by Freo convincingly, then come out and flog Carlton. Unpredictable season, 100%. How good was Josh Worrell? He was good as well. And you were down a couple of players as well, damn. So
So were Carlton as well.
Crows will destroy Collingwood. So that's interesting. Are they at home playing Collingwood? Or yeah, they are. Have they got to travel over to Adelaide?
I think it's the MCG. I don't know.
There we go.
No. It's not this week though.
No, it's not this week. No, MCG.
That's right. Exactly. Oh, the MCG.
Oh, Collingwood will be Adelaide at the MCG.
There we go. Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on before we put you out of your misery. Or did you need to give anybody a banana or a round or anything from that game?
No, I just want to add, if it was at the MCG, it would be a different result.
Yes.
If we played Adelaide at the MCG, it would have been a different result. We hoped. Well, we hope.
Yeah.
But now my banana of the week will come after the review. So
okay, cool.
Oh, sorry, my banana's there as well. Don't worry about that.
All right, let's have a look at the next game. All right, this was the game of the round and probably the game of the season so far. It was Collingwood at home against the Cats, and the Cats got away in a thriller, 90-87, and all he had to do was kick the goal on the last second after the siren, and Collingwood get the win. But far out, what a cracking game of footy this was. And Johnny Carlton, while you're on a roll there, giving it to you two cousins, then beautiful. There we go. The Cats get the win.
It cheered up my night, that's for sure. Am I going first?
Yeah, yep. Ripping.
Okay, yeah. All right, so obviously, look, the game before it was terrible. Came home, went to my cousin's house, got there at the end of the first quarter. I heard Geelong had a really good start, but Collingwood came back. Anyways, I was drinking, was liking this day. Man, this was a proper game. Like, I'm going to be honest, I don't like Collingwood, and I'm so happy they didn't win. But the umpires was terrible in this game. Collingwood Collingwood got robbed by the umpires. I'm not going to lie. That was some calls in that game was absolutely terrible. And they should come out with umpires making terrible bad calls and fining them, because if actions are not going to take, they're just going to keep doing it, and they're going to ruin games. Like that Essendon North Melbourne game. Did you see when the umpire turned it around? He said, "Nah,
yeah, I said
free
that.
kick." That should be a fine. 100% should be a fine.
Yep.
They're really easy on the umpires, and they think they don't get in trouble, this and that, but they have to take consequences. I feel for Jack Crisp on your 250th game as well, like kick after the siren. But hey, Mitch McGovern did that against you guys last year, Collingwood, and he missed. So payback's a bitch. So suffer and up the mighty cats. And my cousin's face at the end of the night was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It was, but yeah, apart from that, Dangerfield looked good. Bailey Smith. Dangerfield.
Dangerfield, he's one of those players, the end, he's especially when the game's up for grabs, he turns it on, man. He turns it on,
And mate, I tell you, one player that I'm really I've said that this guy's going to be a star. Ollie Dempsey, mate. This kid did. Oh, mate, his mark on the side bottom was the best thing I've seen.
100%.
No, but Dempsey's class. Look, Geelong, after a shit game last week against Carlton, they replied back. I don't think they should have won that game, but I'm happy they did. But Collingwood should have won. But at the end of the day, this was a game. That was a finals game. I felt that was a finals. That could have been a finals game. It was. Imagine you guys went to it. Imagine if you guys had tickets.
We wanted to go.
I know, we tried.
We went to the worst game. We went to the worst game.
Yeah.
But it was so fun.
Almost the worst game.
Almost. What do you think of that rundown from Bobby Hill? Was that a trip or was it a tackle? How quick was he, man?
Can I make the comment first? Because I'm the least AFL person out of you guys, right? You've been supporting AFL since you were kids, right? For me, that, as far as an NRL person goes, that was the best tackle I've ever seen in AFL. But I understand the rule, but it looked like that he tackled at the hip and slid down his legs, which should be a tackle. Is that correct?
It's a hard one, isn't it? It looked like a tackle, but then you slow it down.
He didn't trip. He didn't trip him. He didn't take him around the ankles. You
gotta look into it. You gotta see how long did he hold his hips for.
Yeah. He hit
because
him,
if you can hold
at the hips and then came down his legs. So
yeah, but that's a trip in my eyes. That's a trip because he slid down and he got his legs. You can't walk and run if someone's got your legs. I feel like it's a trip. If he had his waist for a bit longer and then slid down, I would have said holding the ball too.
Yeah.
But I didn't think he held his waist for long enough. So in my eyes, I think it's a trip.
Yeah. So Dam and Johnsy are also saying trip as well, because you guys, you four guys, are longer AFL supporters than I am.
I think on the heat
as a less.
Yeah. I think in the heat of the moment, if you're watching it in real time, if you're a Collingwood supporter, you're bloody going against that call and saying it's not a trip.
Oh, 100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean? I get what they're saying. I get, because it looked like it was a nice tackle, but yeah, it probably was a trip. But
good chase, bad tackle. So he just had to grab him. If he was a bit closer to him and he could have got him higher at the hip and then hung on at the hip, then that would have been better.
And then slid. Yeah, but even if an extra 2 seconds would have helped.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even that 1.5 second would have counted. I feel like it was just he didn't held the waist enough and he slid down to the legs. And
anyway, as a new AFL person, I was impressed. That was a ripper tackle, I thought. But anyway, obviously not.
It's a good chase.
It was a great chase.
Oh mate, he came out of nowhere. He was running hard, man. Far out. But it was a good game.
Oh, mate, it was
a good game.
So I just want to let everybody know as well, and Johnny Carlton, I don't know whether we've told you, we got over 3,500 views for the weekend's games and that game. So
wow.
it's the biggest watch along that we've pretty much done besides a grand final. And
Wow.
it was massive.
Yeah,
so thank you to everybody who has been supporting us and coming in. We've had over 30 subscribers this month alone. And we're just growing and growing. But that game brought the people. There was cat supporters, there was Collingwood supporters. It was rocking. We had almost 80 people watching consistently for a long period of time on that game. So it was massive.
Right,
yeah.
Huge,
so,
huge,
a big boost. A big boost for us and a big boost for the channel. And thank you to everybody who has been supporting us right from the beginning and all the new people who are coming in as well. So just had to throw that in there as well. All right, let's have a look.
Well done, by the way.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I try and do my best, So we even had a new subscriber from Johannesburg in South Africa.
There you go.
So he's coming in now and watching along. So because he can't get any games up as well. So there we go. All right. The next game was the West Coast Eagles against Melbourne. Now GT23 went to this one, and it ended up in Melbourne by 108-76. But West Coast Eagles led at half time. So there we go. Chris C, what did you make of this one?
I didn't actually watch this one, but I was, because we were at the was this one? We were watching the other one, weren't we? We're watching the other game. We're watching the Geelong game, so
yeah, we
didn't really get to watch this one. But it was good to see West Coast up, in front at a stage. So, and I'm like, oh no, they stuffed my tips up again. But then, I saw Melbourne come back. So,
yeah,
but I didn't watch it, so I can't really comment on it. I got no idea what happened in it. I should have probably watched some highlights, but I've been so busy.
There we go.
But yeah, do you know anything about this one?
I was doing the watch along and seeing the score, so
yeah, we didn't really watch this one. Yeah. Johnny, did you watch this one at all?
No, all I know is that Jay Crom's won our footy tipping comp because I'm not catching him anymore. This was the week to catch him in. I tipped West Coast, man. I thought surely the losing game streak's going to end here in Melbourne, man.
What, did you?
Yeah.
You tipped West Coast?
Yeah.
Who did I tip? I picked Melbourne, right?
You picked Melbourne. You and Jay Crom picked Melbourne.
Yeah, me and Johnny tipped West Coast because we thought
you can't be 0-8. If you're 0-8, how is your coach still here? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I heard
0-8.
I heard that Harley Reid was doing kick-ins. So, does that mean he's on the way out? That's what that means to me.
Surely, it has to be.
He's not playing in the middle.
Mate.
Yeah.
Well, are West Coast just waiting to verse Richmond? Is that what it is?
Maybe. But I think Richmond. We went and seen Richmond and Hawks, and Richmond were okay against the Hawks.
Melbourne was shit house. That was shit house.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly.
What I don't get is how a club like West Coast that was so good for many years have gone to this level, man.
Yeah.
They were a team to be feared, man.
They were
10 years ago. Now,
yeah,
they're just
Yep, they were the glamour team of Western Australia.
Jay Crom in the chat.
Jay Crom, welcome back.
Jay Crom just knows his tipping, doesn't he?
He does know his tipping. He does. Yeah.
Talking about Jay Crom, congratulations, Jay Crom, on our tipping leading board. You've officially won because there's no coming back now. So
Jay Crom's in front, man. He's smashing us.
That's right. Exactly.
When's Jay Crom? I think hopefully Jay Crom can come back on the show next week. I'm hoping.
Hopefully, yeah. Jason was asking, was it on free to air or TV in Melbourne? No. All the Saturday games now, Jason, are only on KO and Foxtel. So for the whole season, Saturday night games, it's good for us, are only going to be on KO and no matter what they are. So a lot of people have complained about the premier game being on a Saturday night and no one could see it. So yeah, that's just how it is. So yeah. There you go. Jay Crom and his membership. He's got to get to some games as well.
Actually, I think he's going. I think he's going to go to a game soon, but I don't know.
There we go. Anyway, what did you just said Melbourne are crap?
Yeah, Melbourne are crap. West Coast should have won. They didn't. West Coast are even more crap. That's it. That's all we have to say.
That's right. The showdown in Adelaide is on live free to air on Saturday night.
Is it?
Is it?
Maybe in Adelaide. You don't know about here.
I don't know whether that's right. Is that can that be confirmed? Because I don't know whether that's right. You haven't been...
in Adelaide. In Adelaide.
Has to be in Adelaide. It might
be in Adelaide.
In Adelaide, but maybe not in Melbourne.
No, Jason, it's on KO and Foxtel only. There we go. We're going to have to confirm this because the Channel 7 said they are not doing any Saturday night games. No matter what the games are. So.
Just looked it up. Confirmed. Adelaide will have the game on free to air TV.
Will they? There we go.
But not Melbourne.
They will.
Must be a clause in the contract or something.
Not Melbourne.
You're spot on, Jason. There we go. All right, let's have a look at the next game. And this was, I'd say this is, geez, I don't know whether this is an upset or not, really. Sydney Swans 87 to GWS 73. Sydney Swans pretty much led all the way. And as I said last week, GWS are in a bit of trouble. And Johnny Carlton. Sorry, I'm seeing J. Crom in the chat there. Johnny Carlton, your Tsunami go down again. So there's something not right at GWS. I don't know what's going on there.
Something's not right.
I was like, West Coast, you let me down.
Is it Stringer?
Huh?
Is it Stringer that's the problem that's gone there?
No. I said to myself, West Coast, you let me down. J-Com tipped Sydney. I need this freaking win, Giants, and they freaking let me down again.
Again, and I did the same.
Did I pick GWS too?
Everyone picked GWS except for J-Com. He tipped Sydney.
No way. What the heck? He picked Sydney. What have you got? Crystal ball J-Com or something? What's going on?
Bulldogs for Butters as well. He's throwing the knives in as well.
He's throwing the knives, mate, and the kitchen sink.
Before I speak about this game, I'm just going to be honest with you, boys. I did not watch no Sunday games at all.
No.
We did because we went to one.
Yeah.
You went to one. I did not even watch that. That I was recovering from a big night on Saturday night, and I needed sleep. So I was like knocked out for the whole night, to be honest. So look, I don't know about this game. I can't tell you. I didn't watch it. All I was, I'm just upset about the result, to be honest. And the tsunami's gone, mate. There's no tsunami anymore. It's disappeared for a bit. I don't know when it's coming back, but it's gone.
Well, I did say that I had GWS out of my 8.
That's what I said as well. Yeah.
I did.
Everyone had GWS out of the 8.
I did have them out.
Everyone
at the
had
bottom
GWS
of the 8,
out of the 8 except for me. I had them first.
At the bottom of the 8.
Hey, don't worry, man. I got Frio's premiers, so I'm not doing that well.
And Dam is saying, you know what's wrong? They lost Perryman, Peatling, and Cummings. So they're big losses, and those players are playing great for other teams as well.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening, but Sydney, I don't know if they're back or not, but big win for them.
Oh,
big win.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Huh?
They're not back. It was just a battle.
I just think they're playing a rubbish team because Bulldogs absolutely thrashed them last week.
They did.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should move on to a game that we actually watched, or at least some of you guys watched.
All right.
Yep.
So the next game was we went to this one. So we went to the Hawthorn and Richmond game, and it was convincing to the Hawks in the end, 109 to 44. It was good to go to the MCG on a Sunday afternoon. There was 62,000 there, so that was good. But obviously the Hawks way too good. But Richmond went okay for the first. What do you reckon? The first half?
I think
They played all right. First quarter.
The first quarter they tried, and they had a few. They had some inside 50s, and they'll pepper in the goals, but they couldn't score.
Yeah,
they just could not score. And then Hawthorn just when they went into their 50, they scored at ease. So
yeah,
it was big issues for them. I mean, it was just one of those games where you just knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
You could just sense that Hawthorn were going to come out and just put them to the sword, and that's what they did.
Yeah.
I thought what's his name was really good. Impey in the back line.
Impey was good.
He set up a lot of run and dash from that back line.
Yep.
I thought Sicily was pretty shit.
Sicily wasn't great. He
turned it over a lot.
Seven times he turned it over again this
I
week.
got a question because you guys were there. How loud was the reaction when Jack Gunston kicked his 500 goal?
He's 500, yeah.
I was the only one that wasn't clapping because I can't stand the Hawks.
There we go. And yeah, congratulations.
I was like this, man. I was like this. No, I wasn't. But I was just like this. I was just like, yeah, no worries, man. Go kick your 500 goal.
Congratulations to Jack Gunston for he kicked his 500th goal. All the team got around him and he hated it. And yeah, it was a funny situation because he didn't want any attention on himself.
Yeah. And
the whole team got around him and embarrassed him. So that was a bit funny. But
yeah, and I thought Chol did really well.
Chol did well. Yeah.
His positioning was a lot better this week.
He's a bit up and down. Chol's a bit up and down.
But he was great.
He was good, yeah.
And JJ was good in the back line from too.
Yep.
Who else?
Ginnivan started well as well. So kicked a few behinds and then kicked a few goals. So he was all right.
And I swear, every time Bruce gets the ball, like he's untackable. Like no one can touch him.
Yeah.
Like, every time he got the ball, like he just easily just pierced through their defense.
Yeah. And
it's hard to find a really good player. I thought Bolter was good. They were booing Bolter badly, eh?
Big time.
Oh, Bolter.
Every single time he touched the ball. Yeah.
They were booing him, but I reckon he was probably one of the better players.
He was. He was probably one of the best players on the
Richmond side. He played really well, so.
Yep.
Other than that, Richmond didn't have many stars. I thought Tom Lynch had a pig of a day. He scored 3 behinds.
He did.
Yeah, not a good day for Tom Lynch.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Hawthorn got the chocolates easily. They just, when they're on, they look really good. Yeah.
And it was a big celebration on the day as well. I think it was like the 150th celebration of the club.
At the club.
So all the old legends came out with all the trophies, and it's like far out. Have they won that many flags? You know, so that was good to see. You've seen some really old heads in there. 100 was it? 100 years. There we go. And yeah, they brought back Clarkson as well. So he got invited back in as well. So that was a good thing.
Yeah, Clarkson was there.
Repair some damage from before, and repair the relationship slowly. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, he was there. And I don't know if you guys know, but on TikTok, I've had a bit of a feud with this guy called Lockie, and I actually met him there, man. He was right in front of us at the gate. And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, nice hair, Lockie." And he turned around and goes, he didn't recognize who I was at first. And then he's like, "Oh!" And he lost it. So
the man with the
that was funny. But it was it was a nice chat we had. But
the man with the teal hair on TikTok. So
if you guys know the guy that had lost the bet and had to put Till in his hair, we saw he was right in front of us. Like, what is the chances of seeing this bloke that I've said, like, I called him out, and he's actually called me out too. Yeah. He's right in front of us.
Exactly.
60,000 people. Of all the people, he's right in front of us. Like, yeah.
He's a good mate of mine. He's
a nice kid. Yeah, he's a nice kid.
Yeah, no, it's good.
I think I scared him because I didn't think because I'm a bigger guy. I don't think he realized how big I was. Well, no. It was good. It was nice to meet him. Anyway, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy.
Exactly.
But I couldn't believe he was red. Like, I was spin out. Anyway,
last game of the round was the Q clash, and it was the Lions 66 to the Suns 49. And I reckon this is the Suns' worst performance of the season so far. Brisbane were just all over them. And congratulations to Brisbane on getting the win there for the Q clash.
Such a weird score.
It was
66 to 46. Was
I know. Yeah.
What a weird score.
Yep. Exactly.
I am Spartan.
I am Spartan. Yes. So
weird score.
What did you make? Did you expect Brisbane to win?
I picked Brisbane, but I was umming and ahhing. But yeah, Gold Coast have shown their true colours, maybe, and they're not as good as we all think they are. So Brisbane are anyone that goes up to the Gabba and takes on Brisbane, they're always up against it. And they've lost one game to the hottest team in the league in Collingwood. So yeah, they're in good form, Brisbane, and they just keep ticking away. But yeah, Gold Coast, I don't know what to say. They're struggling at the moment, but I think they're still in a good position.
That's it.
Like, if they make finals, Gold Coast, it's a win, man.
Oh,
to
100%.
me. They've never made finals.
If they make the 8,
and I think
that's a win.
Yeah, I think they will make the 8.
Yeah.
Still, I think they're good enough to make the 8.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So it's still a long season. It's still got heaps of time. I think they'll make it, definitely. But, Brisbane, just keep rolling.
There we go. Johnny Carlton, your second favourite team. What did you make of this one?
Did not watch it.
And are you surprised that Suns didn't put up a bigger fight?
To be honest, I'll tell you a quick secret. I did not even look at the score until about 2:00 in the afternoon today. I didn't even not know how much Brisbane won. All I knew was Brisbane won in the chat this morning.
Yep.
And I was like, actually, maybe I should go look at the score. I was not expecting a low-scoring game. Jeez, it was
weird score, eh?
Wow. Weird score.
They were all over them. They were all over them the whole game. Brisbane were just on top of them the whole game.
And then I heard there was a 50-metre penalty for chucking mud.
Chucking mud, was there?
Oh, I saw that.
Yes,
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, that is terrible.
That's terrible, man. Some of the umpiring decisions, man. I tell you
what.
He
was on the mark. He grabbed some grass and he chucked it.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's 50.
Yeah, I saw it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But look, Will Ashcroft, he's becoming a player. He's won a Norm Smith, and now he's won an Ashcroft medal as well in the Q Clash. He's becoming a serious player, Will Ashcroft. So, and I thought his brother Levi did really well too. So,
there we go. Yep. Lux, welcome to the chat.
How are you, Lux?
Good to have Lux in. Lux is a Collingwood supporter, so commiserations to you. Sorry your team didn't win on the weekend, but there we go. All right,
yeah,
well, that's the.
Oh, look at that. Shout out to Dunkley for keeping Took Miller to 11 disposals.
There we go.
Yeah, Took Miller, man. If you can stop him, fuck.
Exactly.
Stopping the whole...
Exactly.
Anyway.
All right, well, let's have a look. Oh, sorry, Johnny Cullen?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the HFD tipping. And I really want to get this out of the way because the tipping comp's already over at this point. We're only in round bloody 8. I mean, it's over.
It's not over, man. I'm going to win it. Just wait.
There's no way I'm wearing a Melbourne Storm bloody Guernsey either. So.
Well, you better hurry up, King, because it's not
mate, I know. I'm the worst tipper in history. So yeah.
No, after just before I say the scores, only one of us only got more than 4 tips right this week.
Wow.
Who? Jake Rom?
So, Jacom, 7 out of 9 this week.
7.
Crazy week.
7
out of 9.
How the hell do you get 7?
He tipped North Melbourne, which I don't know why, but he tipped 7. So Jacom goes to 50 now. He's hit half the ton. He's hit 50. Second, 6 behind him.
6 behind him.
6.
6 behind him is Johnny Carlton, who only got 4 this week. So he's pretty terrible from Johnny Carlton, who's on 44.
Wow.
Now, one behind him is big man Chris C on 43.
Come on.
And King of the North and me tied this week. So Chris C got 5 tips right, actually. Sorry. Jacom got 7, and me and King both got 4.
Got 5.
Wow.
And King of the North, you are on 40. So you are 3 behind Chris C now.
Oh, no.
I better get to the AFL store and buy that fucking Melbourne Storm jersey. It sounds like so.
Oh no!
At the end, by looking at this, I think the chances. I think you're going to get that Melbourne Storm jersey,
no.
King.
No way! What a disgrace that would be.
I don't think you can win it now.
All NRL supporters.
No.
I don't think you can win it now. King. You're 10 behind J Crom, so I think that's a big risk now. But
J Crom just has to have a bad week, and we can catch him.
That's right, exactly. But he goes.
Yeah, but he needs to get 6 different tips than us to win.
Yeah.
You know how hard that is.
I know.
He can play smart for the rest of the year and just look at our show and go, okay, they tip there, and he'll do the exact same so he doesn't lose the tip. He's really won. He's a smart bloke. Yeah. He doesn't come on the show, but he's a smart bloke.
Oh no.
No. There we go. It's just as bad. Damn. If you have to get a port scarf, then I got to get a Melbourne Storm. That's equally as bad. So there we go.
All right.
Like, who's doing bananas?
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do it now. First, Chrissy, you can have the privilege.
So you want me to go first? My banana?
You go first, mate.
So my banana.
Chrissy's banana of the week is.
Chrissy's banana of the week is the MCG food.
Oh, yes.
It's so shit. Like, I went to the kiosk there and they've got the worst food you could possibly find. They've got nothing. They got a hot dog, some chips, and some nuggets with chips. That's it. At Adelaide Oval, mate, we got gourmet. We've got beautiful food. They've got the shittest food.
Not even a burger.
MCG. Not even a burger. Come on, man. Not even a cheeseburger.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
There wasn't.
There isn't.
There is.
No.
Where,
What
man?
are you about? There is.
Where, Johnny? Tell me, because that kiosk that we went to was the worst.
We were on level 4.
Well,
Went to the kiosk.
you went to a stupid. There's hot dogs. There's chips. There's a pie.
There's a pie, yeah,
pie,
big deal, man.
yeah.
If you come to Adelaide Oval, we got gourmet like sausages and gourmet.
You guys sell chicken. You guys sell milk, chocolate milk at the games. That is not what AFL standard is. I've been to Adelaide Oval.
What are you talking about? Chocolate milk is great.
You could even get a pie floater at Adelaide Oval.
You get a pie floater, man. A pie floater. You can't get... Dude, I'm sorry, but it was shit. Like, MCG, you got to figure it out, man. Because, like, you got to get at least some burgers in there. Jeez,
It was very basic.
I had a burger last week.
There wasn't burger. There was no burgers at the thing. Maybe we went to the wrong one, but I don't know.
It was bad. When we went, it was bad. Like, I was like, what can I have here? Just chicken nuggets. It's like, yeah. I'm like, this is shit. You guys are shit.
Like 62,000 is a fairly decent crowd to get to the game. I know it's not full house, but you know, it was a good.
They call Palmer a Palmer. It's a disgrace. It is a disgrace, J. Crom, 100%. Oh no!
Thank you to everybody who's watching along. We've got 18 watching along, and maybe a few more. So hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to HFD Footy. And this is after the game.
All right.
So,
you can even get an apricot slice at the.
I couldn't get a vanilla slice, Johnny Carlton.
My apricot slice my like gears, mate. I'll tell you that.
No. All right, go, man. What's yours?
All right.
Hang
Johnny
on.
Carlton.
Let me bring it up. Johnny Carlton's banana of the week is. Okay.
Now. I don't even want to say it.
This is not going to be good.
I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say. That's how bad it is. I don't even want to say. So I have 3.
3.
I could not come to myself and choose one, so I've chosen 3. First of all, Mars Stadium is my first banana of the week.
Mars Stadium.
Okay. Now,
hey, the stadiums are copying it this week.
I get it. You're renovating your stadium, right? But you had 6 months off in the off season to do all of that. And you miss like 40,000 people that could have been there. Yeah. Instead, you have work tradies. They're not even doing their bloody job. They're just waiting for the footy to come there.
Footy. Yeah.
Right? Second of all, that's my first banana. My stadium, just because it was not ready. That's my first banana. There's a lot of bananas hanging out. The fruit shop must be selling. Anyways, The second banana is the Carlton Football Club. Now, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because you bring in Sam Doherty. Sam Doherty. Now, I looked at Doc's stats after the game, and the player who's that good had stats like that. You should, boys, if you haven't seen Doc's stats, go check it, because it is absolute.
I'll let the king do it.
Tremendous. It is.
Wait. Is it as bad as 0-0?
No. He had touches. All right. It's not as bad as what the other two Fruit Loops did. All right. But he had touches. But there's a video that came out I saw from a Carlton. So there was a Carlton supporter there. Doc did not run for 6.5 minutes while he was on that ground.
12 disposals.
9 kicks, 3 handballs, 3 marks. No tackles. No goals, no behind.
He walked one of the other guys, I don't know his name, is a young kid. He walked past Doc and Doc didn't even chase after him. Tackle him. What are you doing? He just let him run by. And they got a goal because of it.
Is he unfit?
I don't know what the hell it is, but that led to a Brodie Smith goal.
Oh, yeah, I know the one.
He just let him walk by. He went like this. Are you serious? You're an AFL footballer, and you just go, and then you're putting up your hands in the air saying, "Oh, who's on him? You're on him. You're on him, mate. You're on him." Anyways, the third banana of the week is the same game. There was a guy in the crowd wearing a grey hat, right?
Oh, yeah, that guy.
The guy wearing a grey hat.
I think it was Dan. That's Dan.
Yeah.
Was that you, Dan?
And Jay Crom, yes, he did do a watch along with me. Yeah, and it was tough.
It was tough, poor bloke.
Yeah.
It was very tough. Now, I got a bit fired up, and the grey guy, right, for doing so you put up your rude finger, right, but you're up 55 points, and you're putting up your rude finger, then you're having a go at the umpires because it was right in front of you. He tapped it out of bounds. It's deliberate any day, and he's like arguing, and he's like this. I tell you, Chris C, I don't know what you guys do in Adelaide, but the apricot slices are not working, and I think it's time that they need to get it fixed and change it to a banana, because if they sell bananas at the game, it's going to be a lot better than these freaking morons screaming at a decision that was clearly deliberate every single day of the week. Like,
hey man, it's maybe some vanilla.
It's a joint. It's a joint three-way banana.
Triple header banana this time.
Gee, he's got 3 heads.
There we go. Lane has just got into the lane, and Andre Ellis has just arrived. And thank you for coming into the chat. Hey fellas, I'm still crying because Jack shanked it after the siren. Yes, all the Collingwood supporters are crying. So
yeah, keep crying. Keep
crying from John.
I think that was the from round 8. I think that was the shining light for Johnny Carlton on the weekend.
Oh mate, that was a highlight of the week. Oh.
There we go.
But for me, as a pause support, there was 0 lights. There was nothing. There was nothing there.
There was nothing.
Nothing. All right, let's move on to the next round.
All right, let's have a look at the table first. So we'll just bring up the top 8. All right, so we've got Brisbane sitting in first after their win and Collingwood's loss. Collingwood go to second. Hawthorn jump up and go into third. The Gold Coast Suns sit in fourth and Adelaide Crows sit in fifth. The Western Bulldogs safely up into sixth. Geelong 7th and GWS are just hanging in there at 8, but could come tumbling out of the 8, I would think. So, that table's moved around quite a bit since a week ago. So, very interesting. The bottom, Fremantle in 9th, St Kilda in 10th, Essendon 11, Port Adelaide 12th, Carlton 13, Sydney 14, Melbourne 15, and then we've got Richmond, North Melbourne and West Coast
What I don't get about this
with the wooden spoon.
What I don't get about this ladder is how is Port Adelaide 1 game out of the 8? Like how?
It's just You're equal to 8.
Are we?
You're equal to 8.
No. Oh really? Oh, there you go. We're equal in the 8th. Like how we even that?
That's how close things are. Like all the way down to
like
bloody 13. From 7 to 13.
I just feel like we're bottom 4. Like that's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, not even close. No.
Anyway, look at you. Yeah, I know, damn, I know. The percentage is not good.
No,
that's for sure.
That's right.
Anyway,
all right, let's have a look and do our have a look at the games for next week, and then we'll take some questions and then we'll wrap it up. But all right, first game Thursday night. It is Fremantle versus Collingwood, and Collingwood are travelling over to Perth. Far out. Is this the only trip out of Melbourne that Collingwood are going out of Perth?
Let me guess, man. No. Well, yeah, it is. Because they're in Melbourne the next 3 weeks after that.
That's it, yeah.
But this is a tough one because Freo are going to want a response. Is that right? Do you guys reckon? This is a hard one, man.
100%.
This is tough because Freo play well over there.
They do play
They're
well
the Gold Coast of last year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But they are playing Collingwood that just lost the big game, so they're going to want redemption too.
Scott's Hawkster's just come into the chat. Welcome in, Mark. Good to see you, all the way from Scotland as well. Good to see you. He's saying Freo by 15. All right, Johnny Carlton, what is your tip, or should I go first?
You go first. You and Chrissy go first.
All right, I'm going to go Collingwood. Are going to bounce back and get back on the winner's circle. They had an absolute, tough game against Geelong, but I don't think Freo are anywhere near the quality of Collingwood. So Collingwood for me.
Chrissy?
I'm going to play it safe and go Collingwood too. I think, yeah. They're just a better team at the moment than Freo, but I could be wrong, man. Freo can turn it on over there. They beat Adelaide last week. So, not enough. Collingwood, though. Collingwood. Who's J-Crom got? You putting your tips in, J-Crom? You're going to wait until the team's coming out and, cheat that way. See? He cheats that way, man. He waits until he sees all the teams.
I'll tell you, mate. I'll tell you. Shit.
Probably pies by 10 from Jason.
J-Crom's gone missing. He's waiting for the teams on Thursday.
He is. Yeah, he's been called away to do the dishes. So.
Okay.
All right. What are you doing?
I'm going Freo.
Freo.
Jeez, that's a bold call, man.
That is.
Oh wait, I need to check the round. I need to see if that's my bold call. I need to see if there's any other games. Wait, 1 second. This could be my bold call.
That is a bold call.
1 second.
J. Crom's having an apricot slice. That is bold call worthy. J stands for Jamara for J. Crom. Nowhere to be seen.
Jamara.
Yeah, that's pretty true. It's a tough one. Because they play well over there.
All right.
The Dockers.
We're doing it.
Doing the bowl call.
Ladies.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me bring it up. Johnny Carlton's bowl call of the week. Over to you, Johnny Carlton.
Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Carlton's bowl call of the week. Freo will beat Collingwood on Thursday night.
By?
5 points.
5 points, eh? Far out. That is the bowl call.
That's a thriller right there.
That is. Yep.
All
right. Next game. We have the Saints versus Carlton on Friday night.
Oh,
Blockbuster.
No. Well, we know Johnny Carlton's going to go Carlton. We know that. But, who would you go?
Thank you.
13 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate that. Smash that like button also. We'll be good. 15 likes. There we go. Dam is going Saints by 22. Mark's going Carlton by 32. Carlton by 3 from Jason.
Oh, what are you going, King?
What am I going? Oh, man, they were so bad.
Is there any in for Carlton this week?
Silvani should be back.
That's a big in.
This is at the MCG. Now, all right, I'm gonna go Carlton, because they're playing at the MCG. If it was at Marvel,
just a fun fact. Carlton have not played St Kilda at the MCG since 2006.
Wow.
It's been at Telstra Dome, Marvel, and the Etihad Stadium for the last freaking 18 years.
Wow.
But they finally decided to move it to the MCG.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Well, I'm going to stick with Carlton at the MCG because it's not Marvel and Saints play well there. Sorry, Sanger, but there we go.
I've got to agree with the King. They don't play as many games at the MCG. The Saints and Carlton do, and that's pretty much the only reason. I've just got no idea what's going to... this game is 50-50 after what we saw last week. So, yeah, Carlton for me.
That's it.
And obviously you're going Carlton, Johnny O.
Yeah, I already wrote Carlton there. There was no...
Jason is Carlton by 3 goals, 18 points. Toby is going Carlton by 24, so 3 or 4 goals in it. Tim is going 2 goals, 2-goal draw. 2-goal draw, what does that mean? There we go.
Maybe they scored 2 goals each and it's a draw.
And it's a draw. There we go. All right, so there we go. We're all on Carlton.
All right. What's next?
All right. Next game is Melbourne versus the Hawks at the MCG as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another Hawks game at the MCG. Yay, Hawthorn. Well done. 2 games in a row.
I'm guessing everyone's going Hawthorn.
Yeah, Hawthorn.
Yeah,
Hawks.
Yeah. Next game.
Yep. Okay. Next one is going to be an interesting one. Essendon versus Sydney at Marvel Stadium.
I'm going to go Sydney. I think they're going to be too good for the Bombers. I think they're getting a bit of form now. And the Bombers...
Sydney, yep.
Yeah, I'm going Sydney.
There we go. Yeah, I think I'm going Sydney as well.
Johnny?
Really?
You go on the Bombers?
I'm going the Bombers.
You're going the Bombers. Oh, there could be some swings.
All right, there we go.
Part of the ladder.
Wait. MCG or Marvel?
Marvel.
Oh, no, Sydney. Sorry. Sorry.
That's why we said Sydney.
No, because Sydney cannot play at the MCG.
No,
we know that for grand final experience. I thought it was at the MCG. My bad.
All right, let me just run through these ones. Tim, Hawks by Flemington by the Flemington Straight. Dam is going Hawks by 65. Jason is going Hawks by 6. Mark's going Hawks by 30 because he's a Hawk supporter, obviously. Then we've got Sydney Swans. Ree's going Sydney Swans by 45. Jason is Sydney by 10. Tim is going Grundy surely tears it up. So there we go. Sydney by 20 from Toby. And Johnny Carlton reverse of the week. There we go. We played the reverse Uno card there.
Oh, mate. I thought you said MCG. So
there we go. And Tim, Swans by 21. So a lot of people on the Swans. All right. Next game this is on Saturday night still.
See, this is what I hate. Why is there 2 good games on this Saturday? And it's like, why couldn't there be one of these games last week?
It's in Darwin as well.
It's in Darwin. So it's Gold Coast versus the Bulldogs, and it's in Darwin, TO Stadium. So another really country ground.
Oh, and Gold Coast play well up there.
They do.
They do, but the Bulldogs are on fire.
Oh, they are on fire. Jeez.
I'll go first. I'm going Gold Coast.
All right. I'm going the Bulldogs. I'm going to keep on the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you can see.
I'm going to go Gold Coast.
Gold Coast as well. I've got a few different this week. I could make a run, Johnny Carlton.
Yeah, I'm going Gold Coast.
All right.
No, that's the only game difference you have from Chris C. All you guys have tipped the same except for that game there. So only the one so far.
So Tim's going Dogs by 34. Jason's going Dogs by 2. Mark's going Gold Coast by 4. Dam is going the Dogs by 12. And Ree is going the Gold Coast by 4 as well. And Toby is going Dogs by, and let us know what that is.
If it was in Melbourne, I would have picked Dogs.
But this could be a tip now by this next game, because if you guys go the opposite, there could be changes.
All right, it's the showdown.
Oh no, Damn.
Dam has just given us a super chat. Thank you for that, Dam. Crows by 119 points. I'll have to give that a like.
I'm not going to tip against my team against the Crows. That's for 100% sure. So, but if they play anywhere like they played last week, yeah, it's not going to be a win. But I'm tipping my team. I cannot go against them. No way in hell would I ever tip the Crows on the showdown. But if you need to make a,
I need to make ground.
The ground. I don't blame you, man.
I don't want to wear a Melbourne Storm Guernsey for
that. Yeah. No, go for it, man.
Jeez, I'm gonna go the Crows. For me,
I'm gonna go the Crows too.
Just on form. So
I'm gonna go the Crows too.
All right.
Of course.
All right. Adelaide Crows by 119 from Ree. Crows by 26 from Mark. Jason. Crows by 5 points with Tex kicking a goal after the siren to win the game.
Oh, that would be
there we go.
Heartbreaking.
That would be heartbreaking. God.
But you know what? I'll tell you, after losing by 90 points the week before,
this game, I tell you, this next game is going to kill my tipping.
Every flogging Port has had this year, they won the following week. Isn't that interesting, Tim? That's an interesting stat.
They're going to come out hungry next week. They will.
They will, yeah.
They will, man. I guarantee they won't be the same Port we saw last week.
No, true, yeah. Dogs by 15 from Toby. Adelaide Crows by 36 from Toby also. And Tim is tipping Port by 11. So there we go. Tim thinks the turnaround. Boak missing.
Boak's playing?
Got 25 metres out. Then we go coast to coast, and Tex shoots 1 from 50. Oh, God. There
Is that what he's predicting?
Robert, that's what he's predicting. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be at the game, by the way. I'll be at this game.
And what have you gone Adelaide, Johnny Carlton?
Yeah, I went Adelaide, yeah.
Adelaide.
This next game is going to kill me, though.
All right, here we go. The bottom of the table clash, and this is at the MCG. It is Richmond versus West Coast. And
at the MCG?
Yeah.
We saw Richmond live.
Yeah, we did.
This was the only game I had Richmond winning this year at the start of the season.
Right, okay. Yep.
Now, obviously, that's not happened. They've won two ahead of me,
yeah,
so that's.
I think Richmond win here. That's my tip. I saw there was some.
They can't go 0-9.
I know they can go 0-9, bro. Why can't they?
They can't go 0-9, man. That's
you got to get rid of the coach at 0-9, don't you?
Yeah, you do. McWalters just hasn't worked for him.
And this is like
hasn't worked.
This is like the second coach in like 9 weeks.
Nah, I just saw. Look, I didn't watch the West Coast game, so it's hard. Like they were in front, weren't they? Against
West
Melbourne.
Coast, yeah, at halftime they were.
Yeah, but they're playing at home. They should have been way better.
And that was at Optus. So yeah, but then they got flogged in the second half.
I just think Richmond. I just think Richmond are going to be, because it's their own home deck, and I just think they'll be too good.
And it was a good. I think it was a good run for Richmond against Hawthorn, because Hawthorn are very good.
Yeah.
So,
and they could have scored a few goals in that game.
They did.
There was some good, I don't know. Is Morris Rioli? He got injured. I hope if he can play, he was good. He was quick.
All right. So you're Richmond.
I'm going to go Richmond.
I'm going Richmond as well.
Johnny. I love how J. Crom doesn't get involved here.
Richmond for both of yous. I gotta stay in the comp, don't I?
Go on, go
But
again.
They can't go 0-9, man. They can't.
What's the last team that went 0-9? Can you tell me?
I'll tell you in about a minute.
All right, let me read a bit of the chat. Tigers every day of the week. Mark is going Richmond by 12 because he doesn't mind Richmond either. Ree is going Richmond by 12 as well. Then we've got Dam. Hess Coast gonna live up to their name. Tigers by 60. Jason is going Richmond by 5. And my bold call is within 2 weeks, Richmond will be higher on the ladder than Carlton. They are the chance to win the next three games in a row. There we go. Tigers by 17.
Last team that went 0-9 was back in 1964.
Well, here we go.
What? Really? So this is like history making.
They can't go 0-9, man. Like they can't. All right, you know what? I think the coach gets sacked this week, so I'm going Richmond. I wanted to go West Coast, but I'm going Richmond.
Jeez. Oh my
15
God.
likes. Thank you guys for the likes, and thank you for watching along. If you're not in the chat as well, come in the chat and let us know who you're tipping as well. Yeah, so that's going to be an interesting one. And yeah, we're going to have a few good watch-alongs this weekend as well. So
far out, 1964.
1964. Jeez. There we go. And that's we've got a couple more games to go. Next game is Geelong versus GWS, and that is at home. That is Geelong at home. So
GWS play well there.
They're going to be knackered. They're going to be knackered after the Collingwood game as well.
I can't see them winning. Like not with Bailey Smith there this year.
No.
Last year they didn't have that.
And did you hear what he said about Mars as well?
Yeah,
I saw that.
He keeps on poking the bear, doesn't he?
No.
Yeah.
That's horrible,
so,
man.
You guys are both going Geelong?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I had GWS as my premiership contenders, but not this week. Geelong.
Dam is going Cats by 60. Sanger wants to know, are you going on Friday night? Yes, he is, Sanger.
Yeah.
Mark is going Cats by 30. Geelong, Ree's going Geelong by 60. And Danger, what a player he is. There we go. He is a good player. Always tip Geelong at home. Cats by 3 goals, so 18. He grabbed his privates in a photo on the rooms too, and he grabbed his privates on a photo in the rooms as well.
Yeah, he's a bit of a savage. Hey, Sanger's back. I'll be there too, Johnny. There you go.
And Toby is Cats by 28. So there we go.
Is it the last game of the round? Oh, there's one
more.
Almost
one more. This is
one more.
Last game is North Melbourne versus Brisbane, and this is at.
Where's that?
Ninja Stadium.
Where's that?
Yeah, the first game at the new stadium.
What stadium?
What new stadium?
Ninja Stadium.
Where is that? Where's Ninja Stadium? In Tassie?
Yeah, I think Tassie. Yeah.
Ninja Stadium in Tassie.
What do you mean? What do you mean new stadium? Is this where the Tasmania is going to play?
Huh? Yeah, they're most likely. This is going to be their home ground. Yeah.
Oh, Bloodstone Arena.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, okay.
It was called Bloodstone, but they changed it to Ninja.
Ninja Stadium. All right, there we go. All right, so North Melbourne down in Tassie against Brisbane.
It gets cold in Tassie. Do the Brisbane Lions know that?
And the wind blows as well down there.
Oh, you can't go past Brisbane, can we? Like, surely they don't lose in Tasmania. Brisbane for me.
Dan's got Brisbane for everybody.
I can just see like a J Crumb going North Melbourne and then like Brisbane win.
And then North win.
Yeah,
exactly.
I just see it.
I know.
All right.
What do we got? We got Dam saying the Lions by 60. Tim is saying that was down in Tassie. Sanger is saying Brisbane by 110 plus. Geez, that'd be a massive one, wouldn't it? Mark's saying Lions by 34.
He's back now that we finished.
Bellreeve Oval. Is it Bellreeve Oval, is it? Not Blundstone Arena.
I don't know.
Bellreeve's the cricket ground down in Tassie, Tim.
I know Blundstone Arena is where they play footy there.
Brisbane by 30 for Ree, and Toby is saying Brisbane by 37 as well. Brisbane is about to embarrass the hell out of them. There we go.
I love how J. Crum just comes back when we finish.
He does, yes. Jason, Brisbane by 24 points as well. And Tim is going Brisbane by 45 points. So there we go. And who's your tip, J. Crum?
I'll send my tips soon. Yeah, see, he's calculating. He's
That's right. Today you got to send them, J. Crom. Not in 2 days' time.
When you get the teams.
Yeah, that's right. All right, and that's the round for next week. Let's just have a look at quickly.
Actually, while he's here, I've got a new rule. J. Crom, if you do not send in your tips by Wednesday night, you get a fine.
No, you get
the away team.
You get the away teams.
That's it. I was eating an apricot slice. Bad luck. Wednesday night.
Oh, no. I must admit, I did have a HSP tonight, and it was bloody good.
Bellreeve.
So say that again.
Okay, thanks, Tim.
But it's still an AB. I told the guy there, look, it's not a HSP, it's AB. He goes, what? I goes,
Can you say that again?
What?
You had a what?
They called it HSP. I don't know why they call it this, but it was an AB and it was delicious.
It was delicious. It was the best HSP
really?
I've had.
Delicious.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
We've got to go to this one, Johnny.
Johnny, you got to go to this one, man. It's fantastic.
Where is it?
And the music too. We sent you the music too. It's like full on.
Where is it?
It's on King Street.
Where is it?
King Street in the city. At the bottom of King Street.
It's called Queen's Kebab.
Oh, I've been there.
Oh, have you? Yeah, it's great.
I've been there.
What the fuck is a HSP? There we go.
Hey. Don't diss Queen's Kebabs, mate. I tell you, you went to the one it has an orange sign, correct?
Yes,
but the best one we tried was Katik was good. Katik,
but that was for a kebab, not a HSP.
That wasn't HSP. They don't do HSPs there.
Yeah,
no, they're Turkish. They didn't do that.
That's right. Yeah. No, this was proper, you know. And I got all the sauces too, Johnny Carlton.
Oh, you got all the sauces.
All the sauces you told me to get.
It was like this big. It was like this big. Like it was massive.
Mate, you would have been proud of me. I almost got through it, so you know. So
I saw you gave it a crack, King.
I did. I gave it the best, and I didn't eat anything all day. So yeah, I did my best.
You know what's funny? Like we ate it, and we felt pretty good after.
Yeah, exactly.
We didn't feel too full. Like, after you hit an AB, you feel like disgusting. But this time it was beautiful.
I've actually got a delayed banana. This is a banana that I've been delayed for about a year and a half. I'm just going to give a special banana. King of the North. He had his first HSP about a year ago, and he got ketchup on it.
And I'm getting the banana now.
And you're getting the banana now. You finally realise that
it's a delayed banana.
A delayed banana, but you got the banana now.
All right. I'll cop that. I was new to the city, so I was in uncharted territory. So.
Beautiful.
There we go. All right. So let's see. We might. Should we do a watch along to Dockers and Magpies, guys? What do you reckon?
Jason, 100%. May the best South Aussie team win. 100%.
That's right.
Friday night, I'm at the game. Thursday night, I can't make it. I'm at my cousin's house. Friday, I'm at the game. Saturday, I am busy. Sunday, I could be free.
No, that's all right. So definitely Friday night for a watch along. St Kilda versus Carlton. Saturday night, Gold Coast versus Western Bulldogs.
How about the showdown? You're not going to do the showdown?
Yeah.
On Saturday night?
Where is the
It's same time.
Same time.
Oh, I'm going to have to do the showdown then.
8:10 it starts. That's a late one.
8:10, yeah. No, definitely have to do the showdown. We'll have the scoreboard up for Gold Coast Suns and Western Bulldogs.
You can probably start the Gold Coast one earlier and then just jump into
it, yeah. But there's only half an hour difference, so
half an hour.
No point, yeah.
Maybe do the Thursday night, the Friday night, the Saturday night, and the Sunday Geelong Giants game.
Sunday Giants, yeah. Yep. No, that sounds good. So we'll do. I wouldn't mind doing Richmond and West Coast actually.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And I might do a double header on Sunday, guys. I might do Richmond West Coast into Geelong GWS.
Tim, he's a bit of a banana for saying that, but what did Bailey Dale say to Willie to say that? Like, people don't say that for nothing. You know what I mean? He's not just some thug that says that for nothing. So he must have done something, said something to him, which is probably a racial thing, and that's why he said it. So, yeah, but it's not good. I mean, it's definitely not great that he said that, but there's always reasons, man. There's always a reason. There's always a second side of the story that we haven't heard.
That's right. Sunday Mother's Day special. Special watch along on for Mother's Day.
Oh.
What?
You got Mother's Day on Sunday, so you're not. I haven't got a mother, and I'm single, so I'll be doing a watch along.
Oh no! Who's gonna come and be the king's mother, man?
Yeah.
I knew I had something Sunday. I was like, hang on a second, I'm not doing anything Sunday. And that's right, I have Mother's Day on
That's
Sunday.
right.
Yeah,
and as Queen have always said, tie your mother down. So there we go.
Chris, are we doing the scarf bet for the next podcast?
Yes. Oh, you got to. Yeah.
I don't really want to, but okay.
You're going to do the scarf bet for definitely.
Okay.
And Dan's going to be wearing a Port scarf as well if they lose as well.
Oh, man. If Port win, I'll be the most happiest man in Adelaide that night, okay? Just saying it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. And I've got to ask you the question, Dan, if you're still listening.
Nah, man, I'll be divorced.
About the travelling thing too.
Jason, I'll get divorced if I did that. I look like an idiot, man. You don't want that. You don't want that.
Let's wrap it up, boys. The comments are getting out of hand.
Well, thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, thanks for joining tonight. Thanks for coming in. We had a lot of people watching all the way through, so thank you very much for that. After the game is growing week after week, so we really appreciate, me and Johnny Carlton really appreciate your support. We started this together. Got the special guest Chris C tonight.
Well, this is like a footy podcast, really, as well.
It is, yeah. No, we've combined both. So yeah. And you know, whether we do a combined one, because you know it just depends on whether who's working, who's not working, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, Monday night seems to be an okay night to do it. So we'll see.
Next week might be different.
Exactly.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, definitely. We'll start Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday doubleheader. I think will be the go. So make sure you come and tell your friends, and get all those new subs going, and come and watch us on the weekend. Thanks for having us, and enjoy the footy this week.
Thanks,
guys. Thank you, Jason, for coming in. And thank you to everybody who's joined us tonight and participating in the chat and giving us all your tips. Johnny Carlton, the Prince, good luck to your team on the weekend. And we will talk to you during the week.
Any final words?
Final words, Johnny Carlton.
Sanger, I'll see you Friday night. Go Baggers, man, best team we mate. If you win, don't come text me.
He will. My final words is, can you pal? I'm gonna grab an apricot slice and just
rub it in Jake Crom's face.
Rub it in Jake Crom's face. Yeah. If I see any apricot slices at the Oval, I'll be very upset. So please do not bring them, because I will be shipping them to Melbourne to Johnny Carlton to eat. All right?
No, you definitely not. I do not like apricots.
Thanks for dropping in so early in the morning. Also, Mark, he's over in Scotland, so I know it's early in the morning over there. So thanks for coming in as well. Take care, guys, and we will see you on Thursday night. Take care, spike your hair, and as always, stay hunky.
Stay hunky, guys.